So welcome back everyone to Amnesia to Dark Descent. I tried to play this a little bit already previously, but for some reason this either worked very slackishly or it crashed for me once, so I hope this will now work. So I really wouldn't want to be beginning this again later on. Or I would like to be able to get a little bit forward today or tonight. I was before just watching a little bit of these paintings and stuff like that. I'm wondering that was the direction that I came from. That was the direction that I think is the direction that we originally approximately came in this place. And I also look at this piano that I actually can open it, but I can't unfortunately play the notes. So yeah, I'm kind of avoiding going forward into there, even though I probably will have to do so now. So suppose we'll have to get on with it. I also noticed the idea that I left a few of those tables behind, that I didn't open all of the available things, so there might be something that I left behind there in there, but well, we have to go for back to them at some point, at least not immediately. Going to look at this place for at least completely first. Interesting looking painting. There's a nice looking painting, overall a nice atmosphere in this game. It would be a lot easier solution to just, for example, jump down here from this window, so that we wouldn't have to be prisoners in this house. But that's not an option. That's not an option. So we just have to go forward. Just have to go forward. All right. I was looking a little bit before into that, and it looked quite suspicious to me, so I kind of wouldn't prefer not to have to go into there, but it's like it's rocks. Some kind of a cave-in, so to speak, but inside a house. And that's blood. Blood trickling down from there, so I don't know what to think of it exactly. Oh well. Oh well. Suppose we just have to go there. Okay, can I like this here? Yes, that's good. Then we can... more of those cockroaches. More of those cockroaches around here. For some reason want to open it, even though there wouldn't be any real sense in opening it, but... I was first thought that it was some candeliers in there, but I suppose this is just going into that kind of a mirror. Deciding of this, lighting of this. Okay, so... let's see. That place looks interesting. Don't know what is there actually though. There's this kind of a helmet. Interesting. Ouch. I didn't mean to be making that kind of a noise. Okay. What is this? Well, nothing that we can use, but be interesting if we could actually use it somehow. Just a book. And more of scrolls here. And more of those scrolls, notes, whatever. Okay. So what is this? Floor plans, okay. And that is tabularium. Okay. Suppose I don't need light here. At least this seems to be pretty well lighted up place. More music somewhere. Tinderbox, oil, yay. More tinderbox and oil. Okay, some kind of memory.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Okay, talking about cave-ins. Possible cave-ins. Western Hall. Am I able to... East Wing. Able to read any of this otherwise, or do I just need to approximately look what the maps look? I don't think I'm gonna be able to remember this though, so... I don't know. Didn't mean to especially make you fall, but... oh well. So there's nothing else in here, I would assume. It wouldn't look like it at least. There's nothing in here. Spider web. Tinderbox. Should look every little area, really. Okay, then there's that tabularia area there, which I suppose I will have to go next into. At least I think I should have a pretty nice amount of oil overall found, so that shouldn't be that big of a problem. That shouldn't be that big of a problem. Okay. Ouch! I want out of here! No! This collapsed. This collapsed. Oh god. It did say about the cave-ins. Then this immediately collapses. It had collapsed already a little bit before, so can't say that I'm too surprised. Can't say I'm too surprised. So now I'm locked here. That saves some. I'm locked. Completely locked. Only one way where we can go. Only one little way. Can we see another room down there actually? Maps. It's the only place we can come in, so... Can I lift that up? No, I can lift this one up. Okay. I'm gonna lift that one up. Suppose I'm gonna be needing that note, some kind of map. Yeah, this kind of a tables that I hadn't really been looking completely in the first times that we saw this, so we'll need to look into this if we happen to find anything else of interest. Oh well. Oh well. What is happening now? Suppose that was a very bad note.
1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Okay, I'm controlling this actually. This is quite interesting though. Quite interesting. Blue light. I'm afraid what will happen.
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness, I felt myself drawn to the mystic light.
Oh, so we've been in a little in this kind of situation when we're being trapped as well before. Okay, well, suppose we have no other option than go. What is this light then? Phew. It is quite pretty.
I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Ooh, interesting. Very, very interesting. Well, I don't see any alien artifacts here, but I suppose this... Maybe I'm not locked in here then anymore, or what's actually the case? Do this mean anything? Or these? Central Prussia. Okay, we've been traveling there then. Kingdom of Prussia. Or however it should be exactly called, I'm not 100% sure now. In English at least. Oh, well, that was interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay, oh, let's see if we can find some way out of here. Out of this hellhole. Fragile but not breakable by hand. Okay, so I would need something to use to break it. Well, maybe this will do? Maybe. I was wondering if I saw the other room from here. Doesn't seem to work like this, at least. Okay, well, how am I supposed to do it then? How am I supposed to break into there? I can't climb there. I have to break that somehow. I don't think I have anything in my inventory, at least, that I could use to break it, so I would at least assume that I would need to do something with something here. Can't use this, right? So, what do I need to use? I'm not really sure. I kind of seem like there's blood everywhere a little bit. I don't know. I am not sure what we're supposed to use there if I don't find anything more appropriate. Where this up before? I'm not sure, to be honest. Okay, what should I do then? What should I do? Okay, what else is there that I could use? I don't think this would work. At least only a slight headache. Don't see anything special else in here, at least. I just really wouldn't want to be in the darkness, so I always put that on for a short time period. How did I throw stuff in that way? Maybe I could just throw something in it so that it would break it. I haven't really thrown a lot of stuff yet, so maybe that's how it's supposed to be done. Yes, apparently yes. Okay, this is probably the room that we wouldn't be able to get into because it was locked from the other side. At least that's my presumption. So what's happening now?
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Okay. So is that in mementos, or well, you have a lot of job to do. Organic tissue that needs to be done. Chemical ingredients have been moved from the laboratory to the wine cellar. Evidence in the laboratory has revealed that combining 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. Wine the key for the wine cellar must find a way out of this area. There is some sort of secret door mechanism in the local history room. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. So is this the history room area where we have to find that kind of a way out of here then? And do it quickly. Would there be any good lighting source that I could lift up in here? Which would light this place so that I don't need to be using this lantern at all, perhaps? It would be positive if I wouldn't have to be using lantern at all. That looks like a note. Yes, I'm quite sure that it's a note. Yes, that's nice. Okay. Local folklore. Aston and Pennenburg Castle 1801. Another region rich with lore is Asdalt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor Castle Pennenburg. The quiet forest-clad mountain dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be. Picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twist on the tales, but there are some motives that keep reappearing. Okay. The Caterers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, forfeit by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called Caterers as they seem to follow some ambitions to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp hurlap sacks strapped behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Are we gonna be meeting some of those? Is that the shadow that is following us? Maybe we can recognize from that kind of a sound. A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Alstad at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Chernobyl some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Asphalt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? Good question. Then the last story, the immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Alstad, and like most, those of the noble bird, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Research in their history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation and joined the covert order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country. Okay, so that's interesting. I'm gonna look around a little bit before quitting for tonight. At least we were able to make a little bit proceed. Would be nice to know approximately what would be the idea that I need to be doing here. Yeah, there's these kind of books that we need to be in some order then using to escape from here, I'm pretty sure, so we'll need to see where exactly all those books are. I don't know, should I lift some other lights up? At least I just want to check if I can see anything else in here. Is there any marking which of these books we need to be using first? So how many of these kind of different kind of books do we have here? At least I would assume this is the different kind of book. So 1. That is the only one on that, I think. At least I don't see anything more in here. So that would be the only one. Plus then second and then the third one. I assume that's all of them. We could also just look what was said in the journal about this. Is it in notes? No. Or is it just like I have to remember what that kind of what he says in there? So yeah, I think those are all the 3. We're gonna be trying it out next time around. I hope you guys enjoyed this and see you later.